Hi guys, welcome back. Weren't we just here? Weren't we just here? I do these videos when I can and when I'm feeling good, when I'm having a good day. And every now and again, I actually have enough energy to do more than one video. So I try to take advantage of those times because they're very few and far between. As you guys know, if you watch my channel, if you watch any of my videos, you know that I'm just kind of sporadic and I kind of just pop in here and there. And God knows that if I could put out at least 2 videos a week, I would do that. And I probably could work a little harder, to achieve that. But sometimes, when you're going through stuff, personal things in your life, as much as we need to get away from it and focus on other things and do something positive, um, when you struggle with depression and anxiety, you kind of pull yourself into it like more in you kind of get stuck there sometimes. You know, we just sometimes we're our own worst enemy. And who doesn't want to be happy? Like, we all want to be happy. I would imagine that everybody wants to be happy. Some, form of happiness. Like, we're probably, especially right now, we're probably not, all going to be in a really good place, but we have to grab and we have to still every moment that we can with something fun or, something lighthearted and something to take our focus off of all the negatives in our life and all the bad things that are going on, in the world. I thought I would dim the light a little bit because it was really bright. And then I forgot I had my little tree. I had it over there on that window. And I was going to put some little lights on it. I've had this for, I think I got this like a year ago at TJ Maxx, I think. And it's got like some glitter, some shimmers in it. And it's just the cutest little tree. And I thought, put some little lights on it. And then I'm like, nah, don't. Like, I just, there's just some things. I did decorate for Christmas, though. I do have a whole lot of stuff. I didn't overdo it. I have just enough stuff, where I have my tree and I put out my little decorations like on my coffee tables and my stands and my the island in my kitchen, and downstairs in my little foyer, whatever you call it. When you walk in the door, I have like a little sitting room there, and another island there. So I just put a few things there. I got a poinsettia, put that in the middle, and it's just really simple but pretty. I might show you guys, like, I'll just do a run through some part of this video and just kind of show you guys like how I decorated it, where it's just enough to feel the spirit of Christmas and not too much because I do have to put all that stuff away. So you know how that is. But yeah, so I thought I'd put my little tree there and dim the lights a little bit. And what did I do with, I'm always losing things, so I'm not the most organized person. Duh. I don't know if you've noticed. So I'm literally just focusing on me. I'm focusing on being the best person I could be. I'm not going to do cartwheels for anybody. Anything you need, I'll be there within reason. And, I would like the same in return, but will I get that? Probably not. Everybody has the right to their opinion and everybody's entitled to their opinion. And just because I don't agree with your opinion doesn't mean that I'm right and you're wrong. Okay, we all have our own opinion. Okay, there's also facts to some things where it's a fact. Like, I know it, you know it, it's a fact. But, we're not always going to be on the same page with people. And trying to continue with a relationship that you're not going to see eye to eye with. We're never all going to see eye to eye. Okay, it's just not going to happen. Even in the most perfect relationship, in the most perfect marriage, the chances of seeing eye to eye are very minimal. There may be times where we will see eye to eye. There's no perfect people that are married 20, 30, 40 years. It's like, oh my God, you know, that's amazing, which it is amazing. But do you know how much shit that they had to go through and may still be going through? It takes a lot of work to keep a relationship going. It takes a lot of work to keep a marriage going and healthy. Toxic relationships, any kind of relationship, causes physical illness. For me, it decreases my appetite. For me, I get digestive problems. You know, I get withdrawn. I don't ever stop taking care of myself. These are the things that I do. Okay. These are things that I do no matter what is going on, no matter how bad my day is, no matter what, you know, how big of an argument I just got in with somebody. The things that never change with me, and more so without a doubt, I take care of myself. And I may not be able to go to the spa, or I may not be able to go get a massage, but without fail, I take a bubble bath, a hot bubble bath, Epsom salt bath. I should own stock in Mr. Bubble. I take a hot bubble bath, sometimes with candles and meditation music, and sometimes I'll just lay in there, you know, with the lights on and just maybe watching a video, or maybe just laying there because I don't want to hear anything with my eyes closed. I do that every single day, sometimes twice a day. I also shower, but I take bubble baths. I started taking, well, I love bubble baths, but I started taking Epsom salt hot baths after my first surgery because I had so much pain, so much I couldn't, oh my God. So I'm a bubble bath queen, right? I couldn't take a bath. See, I had my surgery November 26th of 2012. I was not allowed to take a bath, like submerge my abdomen in water from November 26th to July 26th of 2013. That was 9 months that I was not able to take a bath. That was so hard, but you know what I did? I still took a bath. I got in the water and I let it hit like just above where my incision was and where they had to pull out my intestine out of my stomach. And I had to have it like that for 9 months before they did my reconstructive surgery. So other than that, I have taken a bath every single day. It's very important for me to meditate. I can't say that I've meditated every single day, but I can tell you that I, throughout the day, will, when I'm driving, I'll pray. I can't meditate and close my eyes, but you know, I'll speak out loud. I'll listen to relaxing music, meditation music, Christian music. These are things that I do religiously every single day. You know, because I have to take care of me. And when you're dealing with a lot of craziness in your life, like, it is imperative that you practice self-care. So I just have a list here. Okay. I have a checklist, literally checklist. And this came in my FabFitFun box, one of my boxes, by the way. And it's a self-care checklist. Well, I don't really have to like look at the list to, you know, say, oh, I need to do that, because I've done everything on this list. But this is what you should do on a daily basis if you're struggling with depression and anxiety, even if you're not, but especially if right now, if you're really struggling, I mean, really, really struggling, and you're only telling people the parts that you can tell them because you don't want them to commit you into a hospital, at least do one or two of these things, okay? Just do this for me, because let me tell you, it helps and it works. It doesn't fix that person who's barking at you and punching you, using you as a punching bag. No, it's not going to fix that person, but it is going to help you get through whatever it is that you just went through, or you're going through, or you've been going through on a day-to-day. whatever the circumstances are. Take a bubble bath. Check, I've already done that. Listen to relaxation music. Use a diffuser, essential oils. I do put lavender, and I have a whole bunch of different essential oils, and or incense. I have a ton of incense. So these are the things. Okay, so take a bubble bath. Use a diffuser, relaxing essential oils. Give yourself a face massage. Give yourself a face massage. And you can do it with like essential oils. You can literally just, I have the rollers, the little rollers. I have multiple rollers. So you can, like, you know, do it that way. You literally can just do your own. This is the best place right here, and just go around your face. These are things that I do like all the time. And let me tell you, just doing that like right now took me down a notch. Like, it literally took me down a notch. Also right here, if you you rub here, put essential oils here, this will decrease your heart racing and anxiety. Rubbing here in the middle of your hand, this will relax you. Anything massage wise will relax you, but things that you can do for yourself, things that, you know, you don't have, you know, he's not home, she's not home, or you don't have anybody that can do these things for you. These are all things that we can do for ourselves. So doing a really good face massage is very, very helpful. Bake a new recipe. Bake a cake, make cookies. I've been doing that a lot. I do that periodically. I make chocolate dip pretzels, the long rods, and there for a while I was making them on a regular basis. Like, you know, now that Christmas is here, I actually got a chocolate warmer, a melt chocolate warmer, kind of like the, you know, like the fondue type thing. I got a warmer for my birthday, and so I can just stick the pretzels in there, or fruit, make chocolate dipped fruit. Like, these are things that I'm doing. I've been making cookies. I bake cakes. I do this like all the time. Like, anybody will tell you, like, maybe I don't do it all the time, and if I get into a funk, I'm like, wow, when was the last time I like made pretzels or baked a cake? But I've been doing that a lot lately because I've really been trying to get through my depression and my anxiety and, you know, strained relationships and stuff. So bake a new recipe, read a book. Even if you can just get one chapter read, you know, if you're like me, you start to read a book and you read the chapter and you're like, I don't even know what I just read, because you were overthinking, because you were ruminating, you were obsessing, thinking about that one thing that you've been thinking about for 12 hours. So go back, take a time out and say, okay, I'm going to read this chapter. Maybe I'll read 2 chapters. Who knows? Maybe you'll finish a whole book. I have so many books that I've started. Like, I have bookmarks in all these different books. I journal also. That is one thing that I've been big on, and I've always journaled. At least for the past 10 years, I've been really good with journaling. That's a good way to get your feelings out. You know, if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling good, journal what you're feeling good too. Like, journal the days that you're having good days, and like, what was good about the day. You know, I woke up, I felt this, I had lunch with this person, I went to the store, and, you know, I had a good conversation with somebody in the aisle, the cashier, whatever, the waiter. Talk about your good days too. Like, I don't just journal. Like, let me just show you, because I'm not a liar. Let me just show you. This is one of my journals, one of them. I have a ton. I even have some in boxes from moving and from when I was working. I would journal at work. Let's see if there's some dates on this one. Actually, my daughter bought me this journal. Brianna bought me this journal. But I've bought a ton of journals for myself. But let me just kind of show you. I think I've showed you guys this before. Like, no joke, I journal. Pages, highlight pages. I'm talking, I have been journaling for 10 years. I also open up a page, skip some pages, you know, I just like grab it where I can if I need to hurry up and write something down. But journaling is one of the best things that you can do. It's like, you know, writing in a diary. Like, I know it's not talking to somebody, it's not, you know, help, it's not, you know, medicine, but it is medicine for your soul, it is medicine for your spirit. Getting it on paper makes a huge difference, because you're taking it out of your head, you're taking it out of your heart, whatever it is, you're putting it on paper. And highlight things, you know, and make yourself a little list, like a go back to see, did I do this, this, and this that I said I was going to do, you know, set little expectations for yourself and little goals. And when you achieve those little goals, what I do is, like I say, I wake up, I say, okay, today I'm going to clean all my bathrooms, or today I'm going to go get through this, this, and this, and maybe accomplish 2 or 3 things off a list of 5 or whatever. And just set little goals for yourself and complete them, and little tasks. And you feel so much better at the end of the day. I mean, no, it's not like the world is perfect now and everything's fine. It's not that, but it does help you get through, you know, a bad day. It helps you get through your depression. This particular day, I was journaling about sadness, just general sadness, and my complex post-traumatic stress, and, you know, muscle pain and stuff. And, you know, when you have chronic pain and chronic illness, that's a whole other, that adds to your depression. It causes depression. So self-care, you guys, is so important. Call a friend, or text a friend, or message a friend. I have some really good friends, a couple good friends that I have been friends with for like 2 years off Instagram, and like we're like really good friends. Like I could call him or her and they would answer the phone. And have a husband and wife that are my really good friends, and you know, it's okay to talk to her, talk to him. I really, you know, like won't talk to him. Like, I'm not that person who calls, you know, let me call you when your wife's at work kind of. That's not me at all. But I have these really good friends, you know, Christian friends. I have another friend, Lisa, who lives in Arizona, and we're trying to get a meet sometime, you know, with pandemic, everything's on hold, but we're going to meet up. I'm going to go to Arizona. I want to go to Sedona to the spas. So I've met some really cool people. I really don't have too many friends. I do have a couple, and through church, and I do have a couple friends that I don't get to see, but we Snapchat. You know, this one messages me every day, a good morning, a good evening, you know, whatever, Saturday, Sunday, like, just those kind of friends are just like, we don't have a whole lot of them, but I really, really appreciate them, and I'm so grateful for them. These are all things that you do to stop obsessing, to stop ruminating, to stop thinking about the negative and things we can't change. Don't think about things you can't change. Like, only think about the things, do your best, change what you can, and give the rest to God. Like, that's literally what you have to do. Go outside, take a walk, even if it's just 5 minutes. Walk up the street, walk around the block, drive to the park, and, you know, walk around on the grass or whatever. You know, it's good to get grounded. Like, now it's cold out, but, you know, go take your socks off and just stand on the ground. Like, you wouldn't think that that works, but when you put your bare feet on the cement or the grass, it really, really does wonders for your mental health. I'm telling you guys, like, no joke. And even if you can't like meditate for a long time, if you're working and you know, you go in the bathroom for 5 minutes, you know, go on your lunch hour, meditate for 15 minutes out of your lunch, you know, sit at your desk and meditate. Like, I used to do that. I used to sit at my desk and pray, and I would just, or I'd go online and I would just look up prayers or meditations, and I would have my earbuds in and I'd be listening to Christian music or just anything that was gonna, you know, lift me up and lift me out of the funk. But I just noticed that, you know, I was ruminating a lot more, and I couldn't figure out like what the hell was going on, other than some bad situations and circumstances that I can't change. But I have to do what I have to do to get through them, and doing all these things, and working through them, you know, with people, without people, is just what I have to do. It's my prescription for myself. And it's something that I'm going to continue to do. And if you don't love you and you don't take care of you, who's going to? I mean, if we want other people to, we can't put that responsibility on somebody else. Like, we can't expect, you know, him to make me happy, or you can't expect her to, you know, make your day. And, you know, we have to take responsibility for ourselves. We have to love each other too. So it's give and take. You know, at the end of the day, it's just give and take. But get out of your head. We can't do anything about it. Think about things. I'm not saying don't think things through. Don't think about things, you know. Don't sit down. Make a list. Like, sit down and do a pros and cons. And what is this going to benefit me by dwelling on this thing that was said to me that may or may not have gotten an apology? And was it a heartfelt apology? Did you really mean it? You know, and it's just like, we just don't get to spend too much time on anything negative. Okay. You are important. Your health is important. Your mental health is important. We want to be happy in our life. We don't want to walk through life and be miserable every day. And, well, I'm a good person. I'm going to keep loving that person. I'm going to keep forgiving that person. But at some point you have to say, okay, do I need to keep this relationship going? This friendship? Should I stay in a marriage? I'm not saying me specifically, but in general, should we stay in marriages that are toxic? And how long should you stay? After counseling, after praying, you know, after working through things, obviously exhausting all other resources, praying about it, and just ask God to guide you. Ask God to speak to your heart. You know, if you feel something in your gut and you feel really strongly about it, you know, do it, change it, make it happen, say it, you know, fix that relationship or walk away from that relationship. You know, now's the time for really taking care of ourselves, taking care of each other, but mainly taking care of yourself, because if you're no good, if you're not healthy and you're not happy, you're not going to be any good to anybody else. And remember that sometimes when we expect people, it's like they love us. Like, why are they doing this to me? Like, you're supposed to love me. You know, why aren't you loving me? Like, this is what I need to feel love. Well, they have a different interpretation of what love is and how they show love. We have to learn each other's love language. And even if we can't get it to a T, we have to try our best to meet me halfway, compromise, you know? Okay, I can't expect them to give that to me because they themselves don't have it. And we can't give people what we don't have. So, those are my thoughts. I just wanted to sit down and do this little talk because I've been ruminating and obsessing more than I would like to, and I now know that it's part of depression, and it's part of increased depression and increased anxiety. So make yourself a checklist. And even if some people don't like to take baths, some women don't like to take baths. Like, I could not imagine not wanting to take a bath. Even if you feel like you're sitting in your own dirt or whatever, a bubble bath, after you take your bath, you turn the shower on and you rinse your body off. Like, you don't have to take a bath, but even if you just want to take a hot shower and you literally don't like baths, but at least do 2 or 3 things on your list every day, switch them up. And if you could do all of them, that's amazing. And when I do at least, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 10 things on this list. 8 out of 10 times, I do all 10 things on this list. So I'm proud to say. But there's also days where I only do one thing, the bubble bath. Oh, wait, no, I'm lying. I pray and I meditate every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, but that is something that I do. I wake up in the middle of the night praying. I literally, every waking moment that I need to pray, I'm not saying I pray 24/7, but when I need to pray, I do it in the moment. If somebody says pray for me, I immediately pray for them. I don't like sit down and like, you know, read a prayer out, but in my mind, I pray whatever what that person's need is. I pray for them at that moment. So anyway, you guys, self-care, mental health, where are you at? Leave me your comments, your suggestions, your questions. Give this video a like if you found it helpful or informative. Again, I'm not a doctor. I just speak from experience because I have 55 years of experience. And sadly, a whole lot of years with some very unhealthy, toxic people, but live and learn, right? You live and you learn, and that's all we can do. Just do the best you can. When you know better, do better. So I love you guys, and I might see you before Christmas, but if I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, you guys. Like, whatever is going on, whatever little joy you might have, grab onto that, hold on to it, love one another. If we can't buy gifts and we can't be with people, let's just love everybody. Please, like, self-love is important, but you know, we want other people to love us too. So anyway, with that being said, guys, I love you. You're special, you're perfect, and you're beautiful. And don't ever let anybody tell you any different, and don't ever let anybody tell you you don't deserve this and you're not worthy, because it's your birthright, right? We have birthrights. Like, so be happy, take care of yourself, practice self-care. And if you need anybody, if you need an ear and you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram also at, what am I on Instagram? Des the Boop on Instagram. And my Snapchat is Des the Boop 18 on Snapchat. So you can follow me there and interact with me. I'm also on TikTok, Evolution Des 2.0. So yeah, reach out to me if you guys are in need, if you're depressed, if you're like, you know, contemplating suicide, please reach out to me. I can help you. I promise you I can help you. I can do something for you, whatever that may be, but there is something that something we can all do for each other. There literally is at least one or two things that we can all do for somebody else. So, all right, you guys, that's going to do it for this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.